Today on the USA News, Iranian cluster bombs cause a nightmare scenario for Israel. Get all the breaking details next. Hey folks, welcome to the USA News. We've got a very important update on last week's deadly attack out of Syria. As many of you know, last Wednesday, June 28th, Israel conducted airstrikes against Iranian and Hezbollah targets in Syria. Now those strikes reportedly took out several Iranian drones and a large shipment of those. Russian-made Kh-101 cruise missiles that we VA talked about so much here on the newscast. Those missiles, by the way, are designed to be launched from Iranian soil, and they would strike targets inside of Israel proper. So a major blow was dealt to Iran and Hezbollah last Wednesday. But now we're learning about the aftermath of that strike, and it is really quite interesting. Number one, there were some casualties. We knew there were casualties. We reported that 4 people were killed in the vicinity of the Damascus International Airport. But now, an interesting report from the Middle East Media Research Institute, MEMORY for short, reveals that 2 of those killed were actually Syrian soldiers. So not only did this strike take out these Iranian and Hezbollah assets, but it also inflicted casualties on the Syrian regime as well. The Syrian regime, of course, is a longtime ally of Iran and Hezbollah. So needless to say, they don't like Israel very much. And speaking of not liking Israel very much, I mentioned those cruise missiles that were taken out. Well, according to the head of the Iranians, the leader of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, that shipment of cruise missiles was actually a gift for the Palestinian Islamic Jihad terror group. And now Israel has struck a major blow against not only Iran and Hezbollah, but another Iranian proxy, Hamas, by striking this shipment of Kh-101 cruise missiles. That's significant because, as I mentioned, those missiles can be launched from Iranian soil or from the territory of other Iranian proxies like Hamas and Hezbollah into Israel. So a nightmare scenario potentially for Israel averted thanks to those strikes last Wednesday. But that's not all. According to the head of the IRGC, there were also some cluster bombs in that shipment that were being sent to Hamas. Now, if indeed there were cluster bombs in that shipment, that means that the intention was for Hamas to use those cluster bombs against Israeli civilian targets. Again, the intention, according to the head of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, and folks, I'm not sure why he would say that. I guess he's just laying out the facts. He's very proud of what his regime does. But folks, a nightmare scenario for Israel indeed averted, but not without a price. There was loss of life on the Israeli side as well. An Israeli airstrike, an Israeli fighter pilot was killed. Another injured when their plane was hit by anti-aircraft fire from the Syrian regime. So pray for the families who are grieving right now in Israel. Pray for the people of God in the land of Israel during this very difficult time. But folks, keep it all in prayer. That's what we can do. God is still on the throne. He sees what's happening in the Middle East. Hey, one last note before we go. Tomorrow, Friday, June 30th, we will have a live stream right here on the channel between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, folks. You won't want to miss it. I will be taking your questions as well during our Q&A session. So bring your questions about Israel, the Middle East, the Church, and the State of Israel, prophecy, and the prophetic implications of everything that's happening right now in the world's most volatile and chaotic region. Don't miss it tomorrow, Friday, June 30th, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the channel. Till then, God bless you, and remember, never hold your peace. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the Watchman USA News. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. Click subscribe and tap the bell icon to turn on notifications for new episodes every weekday.